Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today? Today, we are officially in the second half of, let's say, where the heck did my thing go? What the hell? Okay, I was about to say, like, it disappeared out of freaking nowhere. I'm trying to pull up the death chart, and I thought I accidentally pulled it out. What the freak? Okay. All right. Anyways, hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you guys made it here. Let me go ahead and get everything set up and ready to go. We have an important UFL matchup today. Well, let me go ahead and put the poll in chat. Who is taking second place of the XFL conference? Because this is what we are battling for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this game will take sole control of second place of the XFL. Defenders are in clear position of number one. But let's go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and get everything set up first. And then we're going to go over each team and see where the problems are at. All right. So here, the UFL. UFL.com, so we can look at the statistics in the near future. All right. Okay, good. All right, so this game is probably one of the most important games of the regular season because Defenders, first place, 4-1. They are the team to beat right now. Defenders are going to play on Sunday at noon against the Michigan Panthers, and the Michigan Panthers are also a good team as well. But Renegades, Battlehawks. They faced each other once before. It was the Renegades that finished off the Battlehawks, and it's also the same game that Manny Wilkins suffered a gruesome season-ending injury with his Achilles. But as Dugan struggled against the Renegades on the first go-around, he went up against the Michigan Panthers, and he actually did all right. I'm going to see if I can pull the standings up, pull up the statistics from that game. Let me go to the game center, go to final stats, see how Max Dugan did. Max Dugan went 9 for 12, 124 yards, and 1 touchdown. But his rushing was top-notch. Like, he can run. But he had 10 rushes for 70 yards. That means 7 yards a run and 2 touchdowns. So he has 3 total touchdowns of that game, including that big one to Hakeem Butler. And I'm glad Hakeem Butler is back with the passes. I mean, I feel like the Battlehawks needed Hakeem Butler when they needed him the most. He was there definitely against the Panthers. I feel like if it wasn't for those 2 touchdowns by the Panthers, then a loss was there for the Battlehawks, but luckily did not happen. So Battlehawks got himself a good win against the Panthers. It was definitely a great game, but it was not a good day for the Renegades. The Renegades, they had a big lead. And they failed to choke it. They failed to maintain it. They failed to maintain it until the final minute of the fourth quarter. Lost to the DC Defenders. They had a 27-12 lead before halftime. Before the Defenders kicked the field goal and the Renegades choked it. Hi, Tugboat. How are we all doing? How are you doing today? We're watching a very important UFL regular season game coming up. But yeah, Renegades. I mean, Luis Perez throwing a game-losing interception to the DC Defenders, and even though they thought it was pass interference there, they couldn't find a way to challenge there in any way, shape, or form. So the Renegades are going to come in mad against the Battlehawks because, again, that game against DC is finals week. So I said it for the week. Hey, good luck on your finals, man. Good luck on your finals. What subjects are you studying? What subjects are you studying for your finals? If you don't mind answering that. Because I think you told me that you are a sophomore in college, right, Tugboat? Is that what it is? Like, what courses are you? I wonder what courses you're taking. Oh yeah, it's like beautiful. It is very nice outside today. I still have my window because social justice, ecology, meteorology, and history. Ooh, meteorology, dude, it would be not. Dude, it would be nice to take a class that is just about weather. Like when I was young, I was a big person on weather and space. Like I love it. Like when I was young, I always had my butt down onto the rug, whatever is my grandmother's place or at home. I just put on the weather channel and I just sit my butt down right there. Bam. And I just watched the Weather Channel. I remember watching a show that was just about storms, like tornadoes. Like, it was just nothing but, like, hurricanes and tornadoes. It was, like, to me back then, it was freaking amazing. It was amazing. Social justice, man. History. Is there a specific type of history that you're learning about? Like, is it U.S. history, world history? History on a specific event? No, I'm curious. Yeah, because for most colleges, next week, the next week is finals week. So hope you guys getting your studies on. Feel free. (1776) Civil War. Oh, so it's like the beginning age of the United States of America. So like the Declaration of Independence all the way up to the Civil War. But wow, that does sound cool. All right, so who do you got? You got Battlehawks? You got Renegades? We got a close one today. Max Dugan will be leading the charge, and Perez is just doing as usual. Okay, so for history, what was the event that you love about history, and what is the thing that I really need to remember this? What is that moment? Because it's like for America, it's like I don't really know much. It's like the only piece of history I'm really into the most is World War II history. Like it's like I'm more familiar with that kind of territory. It's more like from World War II, kind of up to now, it's like when I'm more familiarized with it. But then like back then, it's like, okay, I really need to remember. It is what it is. It's a core curriculum class. What is your major then? I'm actually starting in the fall, I'm actually kind of thinking of doing grad school. Like doing grad school in special education. Environmental science. Ooh. So meteorology and ecology. Yeah, gotta know your material. What was it? All right. So after the classes you took, what was your favorite? What were your least favorites? My favorite definitely was there was a course about autism, and I was in awe for that. It was amazing. Like I learned a lot more about autism than ever before. Like knowing like what areas of the brain can be affected by autism, like the Broca's area and Wernicke's area. The the test they use to autism, like GARS-3. I will probably take an environmental history class in my senior year. Ooh, environmental history. It will be with the same instructor. See, I like when you have the same course, like when you're getting different courses, but you have the same teacher. That's what it felt like for me in high school. Like three of the four history classes that I had was with the same teacher. It was with the same teacher. But yeah, the autism was good. There was the what you might call it. Lego Masters getting a new season. Freaking great. I gotta get back with that with Dana. Because we both love that show. We gotta get back into that. There was sociology on education. It talks about like it goes in depth of how the school systems go and how they getting and like how the money's taken. Like most of the money that schools are gonna get is locally and state. They don't really get as much from the federal level. I take out a hydrology class with my same meteorology teacher. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. I assume hydrology is about water, the study of water. The one class I did not enjoy though, because it was during COVID. But there was an ethics class I took at a community college, and oh my goodness, the professor there talked because the class was 3 hours straight. 3 hours straight. And it was 2 days a week, 3 hours straight. And yeah. And he talked for so long. 7-1 at home since 2024. And we know that one loss is to us. University is only about 10,000. Okay, so it's like a relatively small campus. You know what? Small campuses over big campuses. I'm just going to say that right now. Smaller campuses over big campuses, because it's more than likely that you're going to see everything together. All right, so the Battlehawks are going to kick the ball away, so that means the Renegades are going to start with the ball to start off the first quarter. And here we go. The battle for second place is officially underway. There's a decent return. He gets to about the 32. And here comes Luis Perez, the Spring King. The Renegades had it rough last week. Had a 15-point lead against the defenders, and they blew it at the final minute of the fourth quarter. Schoolcraft Aces are very good. Do they switch companies? Is that why it was bad? Because they switched companies? I feel like students always have something. I feel like students have something to complain about the campuses, even though they enjoy it a lot. First down and 10 for the Renegades. So Perez is going to hand this one off to Kalen Balaj. And that's Didi Hunter, actually. It's not Kalen Balaj. It is Didi Hunter. Going up the middle. The old company is better. Yeah, I had a feeling. It was one of those things. 996 passing yards for Luis Perez with an almost 71% completion rate. So very accurate at that point for Perez. These new company has burger and chicken. Oh, come on. Bring in a variety, right? Perez dropping back, looking left. He's going to throw it to the left sideline. He finds Canella. Canella trying to go back and move around, but he will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and Forward Progress is going to stop him. Yolo had a wing bar and pizza. Dude, wing bars and pizzas? Dude, I need that. Wing bar and pizza. What do you mean a wing bar? That sounds like it's freaking awesome. See, again, it's variety. It's the variety. Oh, I think that could be offsides from. We could getting off neutral zone infraction from the Battlehawks here. depending on what they're going to call here. 48 with the neutral zone infraction. That was Chris Garrett. Chris Garrett went to the neutral zone, and Renegade players jump. That's neutral zone infraction right there. So there you go. First down and 10 from the 46 now, since it was an automatic first down. Perez throws a quick one to Deontay Burnett. He's trying to shake off a tackle, but he will get tackled almost immediately at the 45 in Battlehawk territory. So, second and 10. Second and 1 for the Renegades. Both of my history and social justice finals RS. You have all next week. RS sick. What do you mean a sync? Like a sync? Like you had to take them on the same day. And here comes D.D. Hunter trying to run up to the left hash, and I think he did not make it. Oh, we got Hunter and Tyler Penn getting at it here. Okay. This is going to be a little fun one-on-one matchup coming in for tonight. There you go. Oh, they're online. Okay. Do you have to do the freaking thing when you have to do lockdown browser? Because that crap is annoying. Right, 3rd and 1 situation again. Do not jump again, St. Louis. Perez, play clock winding. He's going to QB sneak up the middle, and Perez got 2-yard gain. That is a 2-yard gain right there. On campus exam, yes, but at home. Okay, so on campus, yes, is locked down, but at home, you locked down. Okay. See, like when it comes to like testing, I like to take my time. I like taking my time when it comes to testing. I don't like rushing through tests because I need to think, because I had to take all the time in the world to think. First and 10 out of 43. Play action. Perez. Oh, there might be a flag here. There's a flag got thrown late. I wonder if that is going to be on the offense or not. You know what? Yeah, legal shift on the Renegades. Yeah, rip. See, that's the thing. It's like I try my best to avoid using AI. I try my best to avoid them entirely as possible. I just don't, I just want to go for my thought process. Like, especially, like, I only use AI when they want me to, like, correct a word or, like, correct my spelling. But not really, because I like to get my thoughts together when it comes to writing an essay. First and 15 at the 48 after an illegal shift. And there goes Kalen Balaj off to the left side. That's a 10-plus yard gain for Kalen Balaj, and he's the one who's going to be wearing the player cam of tonight's game. Just for fun, I asked the AI question in the midterm with AI, and I knew the answer was, and I got it completely wrong. See, like, that's why I don't use, because sometimes AI can be wrong. Like, certain types of AI could be wrong. That's why I don't use it. I don't use it. Second and 4 from the 37. Fake the end around the Balaj, trucking a player on the right hash, and he will get a gain of 3. So 31 once again for the team. 3rd and 1 once again for the Renegades. So it's up to the Battlehawks to prevent this, so they can only allow a field goal and not a touchdown. They allowed a QB sneak. They had a neutral zone infraction penalty, and the Renegades has been doing nothing but rushing the ball. And here they are in the T formation, and that's Holton Ehlers, and they're gonna hand this one off, and he got it barely. They barely got him off of the T formation, and now it's D.D. Hunter with the handoff, and that's a first down. You are getting some lore on my life. Getting some lore. We're gonna learn everybody's lore now. Everybody getting the Lord. First and 10. Arlington is doing a slow, methodical drive at the 32-yard line in Battlehawks territory. Pistol formation for the Battlehawks. And he's going to do a play action. It might be a legal formation here because the flag was thrown when the ball got snapped. So we might have to see what it is. I think that was count by Seth Green, but that might be nullified here. We'll see what we're going to get here. Oh. Ooh, that's Travis Feeney lined up in the neutral zone, offside. So that's a 45 yards. The next semester, I'm taking political science. Ooh, political science. That sounds like fun. I'm not much of a big politics person. Not much on politics. And here comes D.D. Hunter, and he will lose a yard, actually, going up the middle. I think he was tackled by Willie Harvey, one of the players that was back there. Second down and 6, shotgun formation. Play clock winding down. Ooh, that looked like offsides. I saw a Renegade player moving first before the ball was snapped. 65, yep. Moving back. I one civil class, social justice history, political science, and communications, and you're so you do communications and minor. Your minor is in communications. Okay. So going from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5 to now 2nd and 11. Fun. Empty backfield look for Perez. He's going to throw over the middle for Sal Canella. And Sal Canella is going to get a 7-yard gain. We're in the Renegades, and we are in yet another down. We're almost a quarter down. Like, we're about to be halfway through the first quarter because Arlington had the ball for so long. They are wasting no time. The current drive is for 10 plays, 42 yards, and they're at 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Lodge in motion. Dropping back, Perez. He's going to go for the sideline, and that's caught, and it's touchdown. But was he pushed out of bounds? It might be illegal touching, and that is Juwan Winningham with the catch. Was he shoved out of bounds? That is a real question. Because the referee put his hat down on the ground. Yeah. So right now they're going to check the replay booth to see. They're saying Abel Winningham. All right, so they're signaling touchdown. Ooh, Perez says, nope, that's illegal touching. So that's going to go back. Environmental science can get political. That is true because, yeah, environmental science can get political because it's like, do you want this? Like pesticides, for example. Like pesticides. Because pesticides can be because fruits can be sprayed with pesticide. And because fruit can be sprayed with pesticides. So this is a 44-yard field goal. Let's see what they doing. 7-16. Is he challenging that? Is he challenging that? Okay, no, they're not going to challenge that. I was about to say, like, didn't we already had a review there? Didn't we already have a review that it was illegal touching? When I was in 12th grade, I had a career interest survey. My two categories were politics and science, so it makes sense. There you go. The survey has spoken. The survey has been spoken. All right, so this is going to be a 44-yard attempt for Arlington. Lucas Haversick missed one field goal. His longest is 47. This is a 44-yard field goal. So touchdown's been wiped out the board for illegal touching. Snaps there. Kick is up, and he went wide left. Wide left. Kick is no good. Oh, the Battlehawks. So they worked the drive for 8 minutes. They got nothing with it. Reds and pepperonis to the Renegades offense right there. And that illegal touching, that will go back. Rip. We'll be back for the St. Louis offense. Yeah, I mean, because you don't, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a good chunk of majority that do streaming, like, whatever you are a gamer, whatever you are talking about sports, I feel like it makes sense to not talk about politics because when you're talking about politics, you're talking about an opinion that you're going to stand on, and your mind is not going to change about it. Your mind is not going to change. So it's like, and also you have to be careful because, like, sometimes you're gonna have people that they're not gonna understand your opinions versus people that will understand your opinions. So you have to be careful who you talk politics to, because people are gonna be a lot left wing. Some people are gonna be right wing, and then also there's some people that are just split in the middle. And then you just have to be careful with what you say. And no matter what political party you are on the spectrum, it's always best to try to be as respectful as you can to them. Because sometimes we have to respect the opinion, even though there will be times where it may sound wrong to you. I do watch really little channels that fit my view, but I don't comment on them. I mean, like, makes sense. I don't blame him for not commenting on them. I mean, that's fine because people would rather stick to their political views to themselves. That's how it is. All right. So Max Dugan returns will be starting his second game for the Battlehawks ever since Manny Wilkins tore his Achilles. So the running game, outstanding. And he did not do bad passing. So he's more composed. But the question is, could he stay composed against the strong Renegade defense? Now, that's the bigger question because Najee Harris is right there. That's the defensive play you want to watch out for. Dugan dropping back. He's going to throw left, and he finds man, Shakur Pearson. Shakur Pearson gets enough for the first down. So one play, one first down for the Battlehawks. There are a lot of channels on YouTube on both sides. I mean, yeah, there are definitely a lot of YouTubers that have political sides of certain things, you know? I try to avoid like politics, like watching political stuff on YouTube, unless it's something that is very interested in me. Like if it's something like education, then maybe I've watched it. But I don't know. Handing off to Jacob Sailors, he's going up to the left hash, and he's going to get bounced around, and he will get a gain about 3 or 4 on the play. Next game. So we have Memphis Showboats into Roughnecks. We're going to do that one tomorrow. We're going to do the only game that is on tomorrow for the UFL. And that's pretty much it for this week of these streams. Memphis and Houston should be interesting. Especially for Houston. Houston is on a 2-game win streak. Cannot be any more proud for them. Here we got second down and 6 at the 49. Pearson in motion. Dugan dropping back. And he's going to roll to his right. And he's going to throw on the run. Oh, it was almost intercepted. He was trying to go over Blake Jackson, but Najee Harris backed it up to the air, and another Renegade player tries to make a diving interception, which unfortunately falls incomplete. So that was a good play. It was well played. Oh, man. That was 45. It was 45. I always don't understand. That was Will Clark, I believe. That was on the bat down with the almost interception. 3rd and 6 now. So Dugan drop it back. He's going to throw to the left side. And that was batted incomplete. Intended to Shakur Pearson, knocked down by number 20. That is Jamar Summers with the bat down. So after that one first down, they just did not. They only gained 4 yards and not enough for the first down. So Renegades are going to get the ball back. Try to do a comeback route, and Summers was defending that perfectly. He read that comeback route perfectly, so you got to give Summers credit for that. So now the Battlehawks are going to face a 4th and 6. The punt is away. He's going to veer towards to the left. And that ball... And tries to knock it out of bounds before it touched the end zone, but that did not happen. So, touchback to the 25-yard line. And the Renegades will be back on the offense. You can probably guess on my social justice class, he heavy leans to the left. Hey, man, whatever floats your boat or floats your tugboat. Excuse me. Hey, man, whatever floats your tugboat. Yeah. Also, we got some UFL breaking news here. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. We got some breaking UFL news. Let me go ahead and check. What the WTF stats? The Minnesota Wild are the first team ever in 4 major sports to make the playoffs 8+ times in a 10-year span and lose in the first round every time. Are you freaking serious? What the freak? Really, man? What the freak? Anyways, I got a little distracted here. I gotta pull up the story. This is coming from James Larson, so let's see. Aha, there it is. All right. Let me go ahead and share the screen. So the Brahmas has a new QB. The San Antonio Brahmas will be starting Kevin Hogan. He was primary QB3. But Peyton Party opened up competition and practice and get the nod. And the Brahmas are going to face off against the Stallions. And then after the Stallions, they play Friday against the DC Defenders. So, Kevin Hogan, your new Brahmas, they are done with Kellen Mond. Nothing, zilch, nada. Oh, look, Jerome Cat, he was so close just to get it. He tried, and he was just close. He was like, dag nabbit. Good effort from Jerome Cap, though. It's good effort. Oh, my girlfriend and her family are trying to get a puppy because earlier this week their dog passed away. Screw cancer. That's all I gotta say. Screw cancer. Shotgun formation for Perez at their own 25-yard line. It's shotgun. 4-man rush more than likely for the Battlehawks. And D.D. Hunter will take the handoff, and he will go up the middle for 2, and he will be tackled on the left hash. So we have 4.5 minutes remaining, and the Renegades are more methodical with their drives, and we only see the one good play for the Battlehawks, and they really haven't gotten anywhere with it. So, what's going on with the Battlehawks there? Perez, he's going to throw it on the run, and that is winning, and that is Winstead, I believe, getting tackled. Yeah, Winstead gets tackled, and he will lose a yard right there. Not ideal for Renegades. Both teams are 3-2. Again, the winner of this game will take at least second place of the XFL conference. So playoff implications are on the line. Renegades won round 1. St. Louis needs to win round 2. Because at the end of the day, it's going to come up to conference records. It looks like we might have a timeout on the field. Looks like it is, and it looks like it is Arlington that will call their first timeout. So they're going to step aside with 3:26 remaining. So I feel like, tomorrow's game we're going to do. So we're going to do tomorrow Memphis Showboats and the Houston Roughnecks. That is the other game that we're going to do on ABC at noon. So we will go live at 11:55 Eastern. My next semester is the usual that 4 of my classes only meet once a week instead of 2. Really? 4? Unusual. 4? Unusual. 4 of your 5 classes meet once a week. So that means you're going to have one long class, like just a one long class, because that sometimes happened with my university. I had a couple classes where we meet once a week, but it was like 3 hours. Sometimes they offer breaks here and there, so like we don't be bored out of our goodness forsaken minds. But yeah, once a week. Yeah, you're gonna be there for a good bit. Oh, Cat, you freaking knocked. Dude knocked over my freaking popcorn bowl. And, man. Yeah, Cat. I get it. You like the frolic. You're just frolicking. You just want to roll around. I get it. Hi. Popcorn earlier today. Sometimes I just forget to throw it away. Right. But yeah, 4 classes meeting once a week. Michigan has to be full. No, Bryce Perkins has been amazing. Like, he's the best looking quarterback right now. He can run. He can pass. Like Bryce Perkins is the best as of right now. On Monday, you have a chemistry lab from 2 to 5. Tuesdays, Thursdays, you have a chemistry lecture from. Okay. So it's like, okay, so you have an extra credit because you have a lab. Wednesday, you have hydrology from 8 to 1. And then Thursdays, communications 2 to 5. 3 to 5 is probably science online. I can't do online classes. I can't. If it's a hybrid, I can get away with it. But if it's fully online, no. I like learning with the teacher in person and the story. Perez dropping back. He's going to the sideline. And Winstead with the catch by Peyton Jones. And Isaiah Winstead will get the first down for the Renegades. It was like a little bit of a comeback route. So it was a little skirt. And Peyton Jones was kind of tugging him away for a little bit, but no matter what, Winstead catches the ball. What's up, Anthony? How are you doing today? How are your Yankees doing so far? My Braves are currently losing to the freaking Dodgers. Mookie Betts just got a home run. Freaking awesome. Caleb Lodge with the run. He's going to go up to the left hash, and he will gain about 6 on the run, so that's the decent run for the Renegades. Yankees winning right now. Hold on. Let me check. Who are they playing? Who is we playing? See you. Oh, you're playing the Rays. Oh. I know the final game they played the first series against each other at the Rays at the spring training stadium. Max Fried crushed it. Like he played well. Caleb Lodge up to the left hash again, and he will be just shy of the first down. We have 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Who's going to take it? Renegades or the Battlehawks? 2 teams, 3-2. Fight for second place of the conference. Who will be the one to take down the defenders? Ooh, a little quick handoff. Caleb Lodge up to the middle, and he got it. Well, what's the contract? Hey, former Braves and the Braves fan, he's a keeper. Max Fried's a keeper. I can say that to you. But this time next week will be done. Yeah, most colleges, your school will be done. Yes, Thomas' team is the Battlehawks. That's his team. Right now it is still 0-0. Would have been 6-0, but the illegal touching happened. And then looks like we might have a false start on the Renegades. Yep. That's on 65 again. I think that's a second false start for him. Who the heck is that guy? Marcus Minor. That's the second false start penalty. 4 penalties for 15 yards versus 2 for 10. Then let's go Renegades. Yep. Man. Hey, I felt bad for SRG, the Pistons, but hey, the Pistons did a lot better than we thought. Cannot be any more proud of the Pistons. A submission is basically NFL. You're not wrong there. Press going deep left on the left sidelines. And then it's complete. And there will be a flag. We might get past interference on the Battlehawks. Oh, bro, he threw that way freaking late. Not sure. This is going to be a flat. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. It's going to be one of those games, is it? Is it going to be one of those games? Spring break stuff bye week. Finals is the playoffs, pretty much, or like a marathon. Ooh, personal foul. Roughing the passer. What the heck are the Battlehawks doing? Oh, Chris Garrett just dumps Perez on the side of the helmet. Bonk. He just bonk. Chris Garrett. Oh, man. You cannot do that in football. And then he hit to the head for the quarterback. Yeah, you're not. Okay. Flag. So now they have it at 37. Automatic first down. We might do one more play before we go to the second quarter. Kalen Balaj, play action. Perez. And it hits him in the head again. And there might be a fumble. Who's got it? Who's gotten it? And that is Battlehawks ball. No freaking way. Battlehawks take it. They got a turnover. Wow. Willie Harvey. Unfriggin' believable. I gotta see that replay again. Who got him? Yeah, hit to the head. That was Tamu Penu with the strip sack. And then Willie Harvey, I believe that was a player that recovered the ball. So good job by Tamu Penu and Harvey with that. $2,000. My scholarship was my contract with my school. $2,000 semester for 4 years. But good defensive play by the Battlehawks. Now that's the play that the Battlehawks needed. Is what they need. And Bob Stoops is going to super challenge. Because what he wants is a roughing the passer because it looks like Tamu Penu hit Perez in the head. So we need to figure out. So as Perez says, is it forcible contact to the head? We have to wait and see. Because there was Harvey jumping. His hand touched his helmet. And then Penu comes in. So here comes Harvey. Boom. Hits him right in the head. And then here comes Tamu Penu with that force. So is that enough for a rough the passer? So no personal fouls. So call stands. And goodbye super challenge for the rest of the game. And Perez is furious on the sideline. He is furious. When I need another. So if I need another, go to grad school, will be free agency. See you later, Tug. Well, hopefully I can catch you either later tonight or I catch you tomorrow between the Showboats and Roughnecks. Wow. So 17 seconds. Tamu Penu with the strip sack. The Battlehawks 100% needed that. And poor Stoops, no challenge. So no challenge on the department. Dugan back and shotgun. We might do one more play. Heading off the middle, and Sailors will get 1 yard, so he will be at the 45. And I would think that would be the end of the first quarter in this game. The game is tied at 0. But I rather have ourselves a close game here. So hopefully there will be more scoring coming up in the near future. So let's wait for that. I'm going to go ahead and check the statistics real quick. 5 stats. So Perez is 5 for 6. Max Dugan is only 1 for 3 for 11 yards. So passing. Caleb Balaj is doing good on the run. Six rushes for 65 yards, for 25 yards. But Jacob Sailors only has 6 yards on the run. So not a lot happening on the offense. But that strip sack by Tommy Penn, who definitely is trying to make that the turning point of the game. And the fumble recovery was by Tommy Penn. Wow. So he got both the strip sack and the recovery. So, wowzers. Okay. Okay. Arlington has 63 total yards, but St. Louis only has 17. But they are winning the turnover battle, and they got to answer off of that turnover. So there you go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. I just can't tell which one's better viewing wise. I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's definitely better. All right. But yeah, I mean, what is the Brahmas is a team that not only surprises me, but it surprised me in a very disappointing fashion because I really thought the Brahmas was going to make it all the way this time, but everything just went wrong for the team. Peyton Party is the interim head coach, so Wade Phillips has left the team, so it's like, what can you go from there? Mark Colombo, 2002 first round pick by the Bears. Second down and 8. We have begun the second quarter, so second and 8. And here comes going on the left side, and he found some room, and he will get some decent yardage. He gets a 4-yard gain, 2 to 50. So 4 yards left until they need to get a first down. Knights of Colombo. They have a rush heavy team, but then like teams like the Defenders and also Renegades are figuring out how they can stop them on their run game. They're just figuring them out. So 3rd down, 4, empty backfield look for Dugan. They could rush 4, which they do for the Renegades. Dugan going for the sideline, and he got his man Blake Jackson. He will step out of bounds about the 40 in Renegade territory. So there's that breakthrough play that the Battlehawks needed. Because the Renegade's defense is good. It's up to Dugan. Dugan looks more, I will say this, he is looking a lot more composed than he did again when he faced them in week 4. So there you go. A lot more composed. First down to 10 at the 41. Man on the top side. They think that's Akeem Butler. And here's the play action. He's going to throw it to Butler. And Butler freaking mossing him, but incomplete. Price was covering Butler. Butler caught it, but he could not get the feet down. Oh, baby. Hold on. We need to see if his feet were there. Let's check. 1. I need another angle. There's 1. Nope, he touched white. So that is not a catch. Good effort from Butler. But he did not get the feet down. Delay game. Dugan drop it back, and Renegade just smothered Lonnie Bledsoe with a sack. Please tell me the Battlehawks are losing. They're tied. Hey, did you hear? Brahma's got a quarterback change. Take a look for yourself. They got a quarterback change. We got 3rd down 16 for the Battlehawks. So long distance ahead of them. Dugan dropping further back. And he's going to get sacked again. Back-to-back sacks for the Renegades. This time by Willie Taylor III. So those 2 sacks knock him out of Rodrigo Blankenship field goal range. Finally, I've never been happier in my life. Holy crap. Wow, I did not know you were that sad. So 4th and 23. Punt is away for the Battlehawks. And he's going to take it from inside the 15. He'll get tackled at the 14. All right, so next up, you're going to get Renegades. Renegades offense will be coming up. Except for week 4. No, I know. That's probably the only time. It's probably going to be the only time that was said that about my defenders. But man, how about that comeback against the Renegades? What did you think of that? That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Can't believe the Renegades blew that lead. It was crazy. We lost to Houston. You're telling me I shouldn't be sad. I did not. No, I said I'm the one that was sad in week 4. But no, I'm not saying that. No, hey, Houston beat the Showboats and the Brahmas, but they could beat the Showboats again. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it was I think it's the highest scoring game of the UFL season. It was 70 points combined, in my opinion. I think that was the highest. Maybe, I don't know if it's the highest ever, but it's up there. That was 70 points combined, 37-33. It's up there. It's up there for sure. But I was like, well, damn, okay. Sunday's game night, beat it. Yeah, our teams are playing. We played the Panthers. You guys played the Demon. We will stream tomorrow at noon between the Showboats and the Roughnecks. The anger and the rage is all real. Also the flashbacks are real too. Flashbacks are real too. Like if you're a Bombers fan, it's like you have to freaking hide. Oh yeah. Hey, next Friday it's us 2 teams again. Defenders and at Brahmas. Next week, week 7. I want to see Houston go 3-3. I would like to see that. Yeah, he's being 2 for DC and Panthers. Weird. That is weird. Okay. What else? 60 total yards and 17 total for St. Louis. Oh, dear goodness. Hopefully that changed over time. If we get scoreless in the first half, I'm going to freaking lose it. First and 10 from the 14, so we're going back. Pistol formation. And you get it off to Balaj, but Balaj is only going to get 1 yard there. And that is Chris Garrett with the TFL. A tackle for loss. On the play. Facing 2nd and 9 for Arlington. 11 minutes until halftime. So, It's up to the Battlehawks to make another defensive plays. They gotta be. That's the key. They have to do. They have to stop Perez. They gotta stop Luis Perez. Empty backfield look. Perez drop it back. Gets hit as he throws it incomplete. So there you go. You gotta get the pressure off of Perez. This is how the Battlehawks need to win. They gotta get the pressure off of Perez. They failed to do. I mean, say. They came back. They got a Willie Harvey got a pick 6, but it wasn't enough for them to go to top Arlington. But that is something St. Louis has to do because this is a game they have to win. Because if they don't win this, not only Arlington sweeps them, but it's going to be hard for St. Louis because they played the Defenders in Week 10. And here comes a check down to Balazs. And Balazs is going to get tackled at the 19. That's a quick 3 and out for the Renegades. So there you go. You got the ball back relatively quick. Keep the Renegades defense on the field. Wear them out. You have to wear them out. That is what the Battlehawks have to do. Because this is like me watching the Jets, you know? There's a flag there, and that could be maybe illegal formation on the kicking team, maybe. And you guys, Pearson, he will get tackled at the 39, but there is a flag on the field that was thrown right when the ball got snapped. So it could be on the Renegades, but we have to wait and see. I have Kane not here. That's kind of odd. It's interesting that he's not here. Huh. They're going to say it. So they're going to say illegal motion. So 5-yard penalty will be added. So first down. So there you go. Illegal motion. So, yeah, come on. We need some points on the board. The total was 42 and a half. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, we broke the overall good in the past few weeks. Best chance that had to happen now, please. Making another Mission Impossible movie. Freaking joyful. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It's going to be theaters. Okay, my bad. But, yeah, so I don't know. So I know you play Renegades later in the season. I think you close them out week 10, I think. Matt Olson got a home run. But we're still losing 2-1 at the bottom of the 7th. So we got 3 chances. Come on, Atlanta. We gotta keep pushing. We have got to keep pushing. All right, let me go ahead and check. I'm going to go ahead and check the app and to see who does the Brahmas have at the end of the season. Because any more losses you take, you're done. You're mainly done. Because you have Brahmas, Stallions, Defenders, Showboats, Battlehawks, and the Renegades. And funny, from week 7 and 9, you only play only play on Fridays. That's unbelievable. Oh yeah, the friggin' cycle. You might be. I like it when they like the UFL cycle of parody. I love it. Oh, God, the hangover might be real right me. Possession tonight. 3 punts, a missed field goal, and a fumble. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a game of our time. First down to 10 for St. Louis. St. Louis, backwards pass. Blake Jackson might throw it again. He's going to roll around. He's rolling to his right. He's using his speed, and he's going to get several yards as he goes out of bounds. So, what did I do to deserve this crap? They tried to do trickery, but thanks to Blake Jackson's speed, he managed to get several yards on the play. So, Lord, what sin did I commit? Hey, you're not a Jets fan, so 15 years without playoffs. Ooh, good. Oh, Lordy D. Dugan with the carry, and I think he might just get the first down right there. There you go. 1st and 10 for the Battlehawks. Yeah, Blake Jackson throws one up in the air for Akeem Butler. That was a beauty one. I'm just happy I'm not a Vipers fan. You got a point. Point taken. Or right now, Laker fans. How are we doing in the playoff world? Let's see hockey. The St. Louis Blues are beating the Jets at the end of the first intermission and the end of the first period. Yeah, they confirmed it first down. See who's playing right now. Let's see here. Rockets Warriors play at 9. They're about to play in a few minutes. So Rockets need to force a game 7. Is that the only like hockey game we're getting tonight? Yeah. 1 playoff hockey, 1 playoff basketball. So there you go. You think Cavs Thunders in the final? It's a possibility. Dugan running to the right sideline, and he will get about 5 on the run. Let's see. Reds beating the Nationals. Thank you. Orioles beating the Royals. Padres beating the Pirates. Bottom 7th, 2-1. Dodgers over the Braves still. They're both just playing 2K at this point. Dang it. Phillies beat the Diamondbacks. I don't want the Phillies to win. Dugan dropping far back. He might go deep. Let's see. He's scrambling, and he's going to run it. Pass first down, past the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Gets tripped up inside the 5. Almost a touchdown. He will be tackled at the 2. What a run from Dugan. What a run from Max Dugan. Holy. Wow. Great use of the legs. Just follow the path of green grass. He's going to try and sneak it. Gets 1 yard gain. 2nd down to goal. What can the Battlehawks do? Check the Yankee scores. It was 3-0 at the top of the 7th, I believe. Yep. 3-0, top of the 7th. Rays have on first. Dang it, they ended the 7th inning, but it's 2-1 Dodgers still, so Braves have a couple more shots. Let's see here. 2nd down a goal. Are they going to reset the game clock, or are they going to call a timeout there? Like we might go timeout, or we had a 2-minute warning. Look at Dugan go. Looks like we might have a timeout for St. Louis. We have 6:30 remaining. Start bench cut jerseys edition. Ooh. All right. Give me some. You know what? Let's play those games. All right. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up 3 new tabs, and I want you to tell me what jerseys. And you tell me what jerseys you want me to look up. Start, bench, or cut. All right. Give me some intriguing ones. See, Vipers home, Raptors retro, and UCF baby blue. All right, let's go UCF. Question for Vipers: is it Tampa Bay Vipers or Vegas Vipers? Question. Vegas, okay. All right, let's see here. No, not the shopping. I'm not gonna shop for a jersey. Ooh, okay. So this is our space uniform. All right, so this is our Space U uniforms. I do like the baby blue. It looks a little off, but right, Raptors retro. Right, Raptors retro jerseys. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, and then we have the Vegas Vipers jerseys. Vegas Viper jersey. All right. Let's see. Let's make this quick. I say start Raptors, bench UCF baby blues, cut Vegas. That's my decision. And off to the middle, it's Jacob Sailors, and he does not get the first down. He will lose that yard. So 3rd and goal is still remains for the Battlehawks. Renegades are going to try to form a brick wall. Yeah, start Raptors, bench UCF, baby blues, and cut Vipers. Here comes Akeem Butler. Well, he's there 1-on-1. You could just try to toss it to him, win that 1-on-1 coverage with that height advantage. He's going to do that. Akeem Butler gets tipped up, incomplete. 4th and goal. Does Anthony Beck won the gamble and go for it? You're at the goal line. He just tried to throw it because he knows he has the height advantage. But really well played by number 28 on the Renegades. That was Stephen Jones Jr. with the deflect. And here we go. We're going for it from the 2. So here comes a gamble right here, right now. All right, let's see. 4th and goal. All right, here we go. Dugan, drop it back. Fires for the end zone. Incomplete. He's trying to throw to Butler again, but turnover on downs for the Battlehawks. Oh, baby. Oh, man, Battlehawks. Unfortunate. Oh, dude, that's bad. Still scoreless. What the frick is going on in this game? I thought Akeem Butler might have a chance to catch it. Hit him right. Oh, I hit him in the chest. Why and why and why? We could get a safety, though. All right, let's see. Broncos throwbacks. And let's see here. The Broncos throwbacks, they're freaking clean. They're freaking awesome. Texas Battle Reds. These are their all red uniforms, introducing the red helmet. Yeah, the red helmet makes the red uniform look complete. I felt like with the original Texan helmet, it looked like the red uniforms look incomplete. And then you get Lions Motor City Muscle jerseys. Which one is that? Oh, it's the black ones. Oh, the black ones are freaking no. The black uniforms for the Lions are So good. I like it. Ooh. Starting is either between the Broncos or the Lions. I'm cutting the Battle Reds I'm cutting Texans. Whew. All right. I'm gonna hey, welcome back, Tugboat. All right. I'll start Broncos, bench the Lions, and cut Texans Battle Reds. That is what I'm doing. That is what I'm going with here. But yeah. So start Bronco, cut, bench Lions, cut the Texans. Steak and buffalo cheese fries. I just had cheese fries today. What the freak? I just had cheese fries. Just sprinkle a little bit of bacon on top. Oh, baby. Just run that middle. Renegades defense. They bend, don't break. Frosted flakes for dessert. Dino cheese fries smack like a bullet train. Yeah, that's just cheese fries in general. Base. That is friggin' true. Like I can't lie. We could get a safety because now guys are going to start their drive at the 2. So a possibility for safety is there. Give me a start cut bench real quick. Okay. Hold on, give me one quick second. And up to the middle. That's a 4-yard pickup, so there you go. Okay. Let's see if I can do this for you. Okay. I'm going to throw some college into the mix as well. I'm going to throw some college. All right. Oregon's 2024 blackout uniforms. Let's do so Oregon's 2024 blackout uniform. I'm trying to think of a specific one right now. 3rd down and 5. That might be a flag on. That's going to be a flag on the right tackle. Trying to find. Oh man. Why is finding these uniforms so hard? Okay. The Jets stealth black unis. I'm wondering which one specifically. I say in the ones in the Gotham era. So from the ones they wore in 2019 to 2 years ago in 2023. Perez dropping back. Oh, that's intentional grounding. They're saying incomplete. Are they going to throw intentional? Because if they're going to say intentional grounding, that could be safety. Perez went all the way back. He tried to throw it away, but he threw it down on the ground and never passed the goal line. We could get a safety. Oh, no intentional grounding. Boo, boo, and boo. All right, so Oregon's flyouts. Yeah, Oregon's 2024 blackout uniforms, Jet stealth black uniforms. Might as well do all blackout uniforms then. Yeah, damn it. We want that safety. Then give me punt. Oh, never got blocked, so that's a good thing. Taking it from the 49 is Ja'Cory Pearson. Ja'Cory Pearson will be tackled at 33 in Renegade territory. So really good field position to be in if you are the Battlehawks. Now, please get some points. Please. Please. Oh, what's another good college uniform? So, I'm sorry I'm taking a long time. I'm trying to think from the top of my head. And near him Sailors, and he is going to gain about 4 at the 30. All right. And then the uniform, and then West of Kentucky's uniform that has big red on the side of the helmets. It could be the eyes, or it could be the actual big red mascot. I love Western Kentucky. They're so goofy. I love it. Dugan dropping back. He's going to go a little deep to left side. Oh, my gosh. It went right through to Butler. And the Renegades defense are not letting Butler to do whatever he wants them to do. So, Western Kentucky, Oregon's blackouts from last year, and stealth black of the Jets. I don't know. Jalen Moore will be the Seahawks version of Taysom Hill. Start Oregon, bench Western Kentucky, and cut the Jets. Figure you might say cut the Jets. All right, but oh goodness, we're in a 2-minute warning. What the freak? Why is there no points? Why is there no points in a game that features two teams that have high-octane offenses? What the freak? Oh, my goodness. Jalen would be at least be in wildcard formations. I remember Bryce Bachler. He was a good linebacker for the Oregon, or a good defensive back. So good. Yeah, tell you what. Do you want to do the? What is your version of start, bench, or cut for jerseys? This is what we're doing. Oh, by the way, I love the neon green uniforms of the Timberwolves. Like, it's a black jersey, but has neon outlines. I love those. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for those jerseys. Seahawks all back. You know what? I love their throwbacks. I think, like, if you're gonna have me with other jerseys, Seahawks will definitely be up there for start for me. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Seahawks throwback is freaking it's chef's kiss. Green Bay all white. Yeah. The white helmet. I mean, the white helmet is me. You're not a fan of throwbacks? Hey. I mean, you like new changes. You like new changes. You like the modernization of uniforms. That's fine. Just whatever works, whatever rocks your boat, I guess. Whatever rocks your boat, right? Start. Oh, yeah, let's do logos. Let's do logos. Like jerseys or logos. Dugan dropping back, going deep. And he gets Butler, but there's a flag. Hold up. That's a 30-yard pass from Butler, but we need to know what the flag is. Hold it. Is it offsides? Hang on just a second. It's offsides. Finally. Touchdown. Battlehawks. Brahmas, Roughnecks, or Renegades. Okay. Yeah. Start Brahmas, bench Roughnecks, and cut Renegades. If it's just the Renegade, like the Renegade logo and not the stupid letter, then I would Renegades with the Roughnecks. But since it's the current logo, which is just a stupid R, then yeah. Because I love the Renegade logo better. And batted down incomplete on the 2-point conversion. So it is still 6-0 St. Louis. So the Renegades will need to have a good drive. It's not the R. Okay, it's not the R. Okay, so then start Brahmas, bench the Renegades, and cut Roughnecks. Because the Bandit logo is a freaking classic back in 2020 XFL. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, I wasn't sure if you were talking about the R or the Bandit logo. Because the Bandit logo is so much better. I wish they return that to the original logo. They're all good. I'm just not a fan of I'm not a fan of the current logo for the Renegades. I will always love the Bandit logo. Yeah, 30-yard touchdown to Hakeem Butler. That's his third of the season, and this is a second game he got a catch. Hakeem Butler's good. He's that good. Current Seahawks logo. Right at the end of the touchback. You remember Renegades cowboy hat and the Brahma sombrero? Oh, that would be nice. Yes, I'm biased. Really? I can't tell. Look at that. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns for Hakeem Butler. Unfreaking believable. But before we go to halftime, we got to figure out what does the Renegades do to end the half. Falcons throwback. Falcons throwbacks are good. I love the Dirty Birds throwback. Those are nice. Here we go. First down to 10. Dropping back. He's going to hand this off to D.D. Hunter, and he just get tossed like a helicopter by Travis Feeney. Holy crap. I love Looks like somebody does not like the Dirty Birds throwbacks. Second and 15. And off to the middle. Oh, 7-yard gain, and Didi Hunter just got blasted. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, all right. You know what? I'm gonna make this a little fun. Let's make this a little fun. The worst throwback. Yeah. And Perez gets sacked. 3 and out quick. You might call a timeout if you're the Battlehawks. You might call a timeout. That is Isaiah Mack with the sack. The defense coming to play. All right. Here's your question. The worst throwback jersey is what? What's the worst throwback jersey ever? I want to hear what you guys think. 4th and 16. And the punt is away. I forgot to change possession. Oops. Battlehawks will take it. Pearson from the 22, past the 30, and he'll get to the 33. So 37 seconds remaining. 1 timeout for the Battlehawks. And here comes Dugan. Packers 2010. That's the one where it was like the blue and it was the blue and yellow. It was like blue and it has like a yellow circle with a number. Yeah, I heard people were not fond of that. They were not fond of that. I'm not going to be the one to judge because it's like, whatever. It's a jersey. And Dugan will be dropping back. He's going to throw to the sideline. He gets a player. That's Frank Darby. Frank Darby just slipping tackles away, and the clock will stop temporarily at 29 seconds. He gets to the 49. Jeff has some bad ones. Oh, dude, the freaking Bumblebee look, the Bumblebee jerseys. Oh my gosh, one of the worst jerseys I have ever seen. It is the worst. It's like bees going to prison. And there's our injured Renegade on the field, so I think Renegade will have to. They have to use their final timeout, and that will save the Battlehawks some time too, because they will be the ones to not use it. Yeah, the prison uniforms, garbage. Oh, that's Chris Odom down with the injury. So Chris Odom is one of the best defensive linemen you'll see in spring football. It's been a good chunk of time in Houston, a gambler, a roughneck. Now he's spending time with the Renegades, and right now will be walking towards the sideline. Yeah, the green uniforms that the Seahawks use. Yeah, they're like the aliens from Toy Story. That was my first instinct when I saw them. They look like the aliens from Toy Story. I'd rather date the demon than dignity. There's more dignity than wearing that jersey. Oh shoot. Dugan dropping back, throws it to the left. Blake Jackson catches it, and he will be down in the 38. Clock will stop at 23 seconds, only temporarily though. Yeah, you gotta get. Yeah, some players gotta get back. There you go. And then a spike will happen. And a spike will happen for Dugan. 20 seconds. Battlehawks have 1 timeout. And they're gonna do what they can to use it. Century Res beside the helmet. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, they're horrible. Oh gosh. Renegades have only 4 total yards this quarter. St. Louis is 112. Dugan, high snap, dropping back. Bats it down, incomplete. That's Willie Taylor, I believe. Yeah, Willie Taylor bats it down. in front of Max Dugan. So 3rd and 10, 14 seconds remaining. I want to see if Rico Rodrigo Blankenship. Because I don't know how far are they from the end zone. I think they're just barely in Renegade territory. Something like that. You know what, Red Black? I agree. No, the gradient helmets were so good. I'm part of the population where I love the gradient helmets. They were fine. They were great. All right, so 38. So that means that would have been a 57-yarder. Handing it off to Sailors, going up the middle, and you're going to let the clock down so there's a few seconds left. And then timeout. With 2 seconds remaining. So 2 seconds remaining now. The Century Reds. Yeah, the Century Reds. Oh, God. No, their helmets look like if Michigan and Ohio State had a baby. And it looked ugly. It looked ugly. Yeah, Rodrigo Blankenship could kick. This is a 48-yard attempt for Blankenship, a former kicker of the Colts. Oh, skin jerseys were great, too. I like the skin jerseys. Tell me how wrong I will die on this hill. Snaps there. Kick is up for Blankenship. And kick is good. So we're at halftime. Still 1 possession game. But St. Louis has that 9-0 lead. So there's finally has been some offense happening. It's about time. All right. So here we go. Renegades. Oh boy. Only four total yards. Unrelated to jerseys, but Oklahoma have an NBA team so random. Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I felt like when I was first learning about the NFL, I felt like having a team in Jacksonville, Florida was weird too. I don't know, because there's always a team now that there's only one city. So Jacksonville, exclusive team of the 4 major sports. I'm not going to count the Canadian teams like the Ottawa Senators and Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, the NFL is the only one that does not have a Canadian team there because there's a CFL, the Canadian Football League, happening. For the MLB, there's San Diego after the Chargers left, right? For hockey, I mean, the Angels play in Anaheim, but the Ducks has the city name of Anaheim. But the snake. Oh, interesting. See it, Lightning beat the demon. I hope you guys beat the demon. I hope you guys can fulfill your revenge. Fulfill your revenge. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow between the Showboats and the Roughnecks. Hopefully, we can get that. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Let's see here. Luis Perez, he's 6 for 9 for 40. And Max Dugan, oh my goodness, he's like pulling Jordan Taiamu stats. 5 for 13, but 79 yards because he got that 30-yard bomb to Hakeem Butler. 51 rushing yards for Dugan. So like when Dugan runs, he can run. That's the thing about Max Dugan. If he runs, he runs. He'll just run like the wind. Utah is weird because there's a Utah Jazz, and then here comes the Utah Hockey Club from the Arizona Coyotes. But now the real question for Utah is who are they going to name their team besides being a Utah Hockey Club? Who's it going to be? What's their team name? You know? And also, Utah has there used to be a professional football team in Alliance America Football, the Salt Lake Stallions. They play at the University of Utah Stadium. But their attendance wasn't the best. It wasn't the best of the AAF. You know what? Speaking of which, I'm going to look up. Hold on. Alliance. I heard about there was a YouTuber that leaked the handle that they wanted their team to be called the Mammoths. It's the Alliance of American Football. Hold on. I'm looking up their attendance. I want to see what was their attendance like back then. Before it collapsed near the end of the season. I'm gonna go by. Oh, I gotta read the stupid news. Screw you, man. Attendance average. I'm looking at the averages. Let's see here. Yeah, Salt Lake was dead last on fans per game. 9,067 fans a game. Bad. Commanders was first. Then it was Orlando. Then the Fleet. The Birmingham Iron, the Memphis Express, the Atlanta Legends, the Arizona Hotshots, and then the Salt Lake Stallions. What was the highest attendance? What was the highest game attendance? That's my question. 27. That was San Antonio. San Antonio was getting all the big shots. Salt Lake City. San Diego. I feel like San Diego is a great expansion option for the UFL. It will be nice if they bring back the Fleet, but I highly doubt that. So, but right now, like Memphis, lowest. Because they only played, 2 home games? How many home games have they played? 1, 2. You only play 2 home games. Then they play at Memphis. And then they'll play at their home from weeks 9 to 10. From weeks 4 through 6, they've been playing on the road. Seattle has a high-tide quarterback. Jalen Monroe. All right. All right. I'm going to look up the 2020. You know what? Let's make it fun. 2023 attendance by team. Let's take a look. How was it fair back then? Let's see. Vegas was definitely the lowest because they had it has the lowest capacity of all the stadiums. But yeah, so Yeah, St. Louis. So this is on average. So St. Louis Battlehawks, 35,104. Brahmas just beating the defenders, 14,983. DC was just under that with 14,269. So it was a close one. Then the Seattle Sea Dragons, 12,310. Renegades, 12,055. Roughnecks, 11,768. So the attendance was there for the first six teams. And then you get teams like the Orlando Guardians and the Vegas Vipers not even cracking 10,000. Orlando has 8,931 in Vegas with 6,028. Yikers. Yikers. All right, then what about all right, then what about UFL 2024 attendance? How did we do that? How are we on that? Yeah, St. Louis 34, 365, DC. So D got more attendance than the Brahmas did. Then San Antonio, 11,000. Birmingham with 10,000. Arlington, 9,886. Memphis was the lowest. So for the UFL back then, man, the Memphis Showboats and the attendance for them, it's just dipping, and dipping. Because it's Memphis. So there have been plenty of times, like the Memphis Southmen of the World Football League, the Showboats in the 80s, and then there's been other times that they tried to make a professional football league in Memphis, and they just did not work out, like the Memphis Express. And then now they return to modern spring league football, and then attendance is getting lower and lower by the year. I don't know, it's because their team is sucking and they don't want to be at Memphis, but I don't know what is going on. I mean, there is definitely not because the best team that is doing a really good job at local market is the Battlehawks. Like the Battlehawks is going to be the best at attendance no matter what. No matter what. Also, a nice market that you can bring back is Seattle, because Seattle was definitely loved. I wish I was joking with the sad news saying Genty's going to have bad luck because of history with number 2 with the Raiders. Wasn't Jamarcus Russell? Did Jamarcus Russell wear number 2? All right, you know what? Hold on. I'll come back to that thought when you comment. I'm going to be right back. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Whew, perfect timing. And yes, I got it number 2. And they're gonna have a kickoff return. We're gonna have a start on their own 30 for the Battlehawks. So that's much better. Well, Battlehawks is doing his work, and I mean they are stopping Perez. They are stopping Perez at that point. Arlington was the favorites to win, and the total was 42.5. Not sure we're going to get the over tonight. But anything can happen in the UFL. Going deep is Butler. Incomplete. Tries to go for a pass, but that will be incomplete. And Renegades defense, for sure. That's Chris Claybrooks with the coverage on to Hakeem Butler. They got to stay tight on him because Butler just has that height advantage. I think he might be the tallest receiver in the draft. Like he's a wide receiver that has the body built like a tight end. Favorite Disney movie? I have 2. Emperor's New Groove, Wreck-It Ralph. Those are my top 2. Dugan going deep again, right sideline. Oh my God, it went right through the hands of Frank Darby. It went right through the hands of Frank Darby. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He had him open. He had it. Just overthrew him. A little air, and Darby went right through his hands. Oh my gosh. Touching right on his fingertips. Just a tiny less oomph. That would have been a big first down for the Battlehawks. Dugan dropping back, and he's going to get sacked. He will get sacked, and that is Willie Taylor again. Wreck-It Ralph was originally going to be a Pixar movie. I mean, you can see the style of it, you know. You can see the style of being a Pixar movie, but it is not. But Wreck-It Ralph is such a great movie. I just love. It's like one of the movies that did the genre of video games right. It did the genre of video games right. 4th and 15 for the Battlehawks. Punt is away. Quick 3 and out. Take it from the 30, past the 35, and the Renegades will start to drive around the 37. So Luis Perez will be back on the offense thanks to the second sack by Willie Taylor III. I have not seen Ralph 2, but yeah, I heard that the second Wreck-It Ralph movie was not the best. It wasn't as good. Oh my gosh. All right. But my favorite movie of all time is Jaws. Because freaking look at this. So Jaws this year is going to celebrate its 50th anniversary. It looks so freaking amazing. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Come on now. I would. I freaking love that. Holy moly, that was amazing. It's so creative. No, I freaking love that. That is amazing. A freaking Jaws popcorn, a shark popcorn, a bucket. So you go on your 50th anniversary. gosh. Jaws was just phenomenal. The first summer, it was the first movie to be a blockbuster in the summertime. The first summer blockbuster. I mean, it was throwback Thursday football. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice. All right, Renegades, what do you got? You didn't do much on the offense in the second quarter. It's best you pick up the pace. It's best for the Renegades pick up the pace. You're at the 37. Balaj in motion. And Perez is going to take the snag. He's going to hand out play action. There's the middle. And that's Devontae Payton for the first down, and he will be tackled at the 46 in Battlehawk territory. That is how you do the offense right. That is what the Renegades need to do on the offense. They got to be quick. They got to be precise. Do whatever you can to catch the Battlehawks off guard. That is what the Renegades will need to do. Because that was a good slant. It was a good slant route. The speed helped them. Perez with the snap. And he's going to hand out to Balaj. And Balaj will shake a tackle, trucks the player. And there's a flag on the field. That could be necessary roughness, maybe. I'm not sure. Holding. And it looks like Balaj is hurt a little bit. He's going to the sideline. Holding on 65, man. That's like his third penalty. But yeah, that's freaking awesome. That popcorn bucket is awesome. Really? Dodgers and Braves rain delay at the top of the ninth, bruh. You can't be serious. A rain delay at the top of the ninth. Get the hell out of here. Yankees win 3-0. Orioles won 3-0. Heck, nabbit. Huh. Maybe that long rain delay have the Braves again like they did against the freaking Phillies. And I feel like at that point you might as well trade away Sam Howell at that point. Drop it back. Perez throws a quick one to Tyler Vaughn. He will get to the 48 of Battlehawk territory, but that was third down. Right? Like you're getting a rain delay tonight. Just play through the rain, man. It depends how severe the storm is, but if it's like nothing severe, play through the rain, man. I seen a clip where they played through a freaking snowstorm to end the game. Like, what the freak? 3rd and 12 for the Renegades at the 48. Perez, he's going to the right side, and that is picked. That's Chris Payton-Jones with the interception, and he's going to get out of bounds at the 47. Another turnover from the Battlehawks. And Perez is getting salty as the sea. He is frustrated. Strip sack by Tamupanu, and now an interception by Payton-Jones. Rain delay in the ninth. It's like rain delay with 10 laps to go in the NASCAR. It's like... like, come on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about a rain delay at the top of the ninth. Like, that is just a freaking slap in the face. Oh man. But are the Renegades really doing this? Are they seriously doing this at this point in the season? I don't. It's gonna McDonald's and T-Mobile bring those sponsorships. Bring them sponsorships in. Yeah, Chris Peyton Jones. Perez, that was a bad pick. He was trying to throw the ones in the stick, but Peyton Jones was just eyeing on Perez the entire time. He was trying to go for a comeback route, but he was already prepared to getting inside, and he's already in front of him when Perez threw it. It was Vaughn that he was covering. He was trying to go for a little out route, but Peyton Jones read Perez like he was a book. Oh, brother. Defense is definitely out for the Battlehawks. Anyways, 1st and 10. Dugan will be in pistol formation. And pitching it to Howard. And there will be a gain of 2 on the play for Jarvie and Howard. Favorite Disney movies from 2016 features a song from a famous singer. Is it Zootopia? Because it was Shakira did a song from Zootopia. Is it Zootopia? Play action from Dugan. And Dugan's going to get surrounded. There was no one covering the corner blitz. And Kalen Balach is heading to the locker room. Not good. Yes, I got it correct. Let's go. Yeah, so no Kalen Balach. He might be concussed. Concussion protocol might be there. Dugan throws a missile incomplete. Depth chart. Oh man. DC has no DeAndre Thomas, no Sam Kidd, and Tyler Hawkins. I mean, DeAndre Baker's still there, but come on. At least by Tom, DeAndre Baker's still there, but 3 tight ends active. That game against the Panthers is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. 4th and 14 for the Battlehawks, so punt is away. And the ball will roll to the end zone, so there will be a touchback at the 25-yard line. Kind of ironic that the Raiders drafted Ashton Genty and Seattle drafted Ricky Wright from UNLV. Ironic. You know, come to think of it, you're not wrong. Either way, I come out ahead. The Seattle Rebels. Oh, the Seattle Rebels. Oh, you know what's freaking cool? Metallica is performing at Lane Stadium, which is home of Virginia Tech. And if you don't know, Virginia Tech always plays Enter Sandman by Metallica when the players come out of the tunnel. That is amazing. That is freaking amazing. Chase is going to run 150 yards versus his former team, the Broncos. The Broncos. Yeah, how did we do in the CDL League, Call of Duty League? How did we do? Yeah, that's kind of figured. Yeah, figures. Oh, wait, wrong city. Oh, wait, wrong city. I was saying that the Battlehawks would need to stop Perez, but here I am. Here I am saying Perez is looking flustered. So as long, 5 for 6 for 36 yards, but since then he is 3 for 6, 27 yards in that pick. Battlehawks got to make sure that Perez is still flustered. Being flustered means you're prone to mistakes. Hitting on play action. Fakes it, and that's a good one to D.D. Hunter. And D.D. Hunter will make a move, get him enough for a first down. That's a 14-yard gain for the Renegades. Chansey will be the first former Bronco to play against another species of Bronco. Oh, he just made Chris Garrett jump, and then he decided to throw that. That's the patience right there for Perez. That's patience. Uh-oh. We might have a challenge from... We're going to have a super challenge from Anthony Beck. What does he want to challenge? Yeah, so... All right, so Anthony Beck is challenging that there was an eligible man downfield. Yeah, the lineman. I learned this in my history class, and UNLV got their mascot names based on the Civil War. Oh, wow. So he's saying, so Beck is saying 65 went, was an eligible member downfield. So we're 65. So they're 65 up, pump fakes, 2, 3. All right, so there is no ineligible member downfield. So that means there is no timeout lost by St. Louis, and there is no challenges. So there are no more super challenges on the field. None whatsoever. I see. So what he's saying is, as long as he's out there for the block or the ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, is not an eligible member downfield. So that is what Mike Pereira is saying to us, the viewers. So first at 10, Renegades at the 39. So no more stupid challenges. Peyton hands it off to, and there's going to be a flag on the field. Are we going to say false start? Okay, they are resetting the game clock. Okay. 7:53. So they gained 7 seconds. Brahma Stallions. This is going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one. Ha 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 ha. Ricky Wright's the first UNLV player to get drafted since 2010. Oh, that is amazing. Good for Ricky Wright. Handing off for Didi Hunter. He will spin the tackle, but he will get to the line of scrimmage, and that is Mac with the tackle. The Great Recession was 2008. Close to 2010, but it happened in 2008. So, there you go. 9 from the 40. Player motion. That is Javante Payton using his speed to get to the outside, but he will get a gain of 4 to the 44. So 3rd and 5, I believe, for the Renegades. 7 minutes left until the third quarter will end. So Luis Perez 10 for 14. He's 81 yards and 1 INT. This is a crucial 3rd down for the Renegades. They gotta keep themselves in the game. They have to keep themselves in the game. Dropping back for Perez. He's gonna throw to the middle, and he finds a man. That is Deontay Burnett. And of course, there's another flag. What the freak? Offensive face mask. What the freak? Offensive face mask. And you freaking blew it. What the heck, you guys? Is the Renegades a team that just drawing or just blowing every chance they get? Are they going to beat the Jets when they sell their souls for a championship? Is that the deal with the Renegades? I don't know. 8 penalties for 50 yards. 3 for 25 for St. Louis. So now it's 3rd and 20. So there you go. And he has to dump it off quick. And he lost yards. He had to dump it off quick because Tom LaPena was coming for him. Jeez Louise, Arlington. Oh my gosh. Oh, Arlington. Just what the freak, dude. What the freak. The punt is away. Yeah, 2020 is only 5 years later, right? Blake Jackson is going to let it roll, and the ball will be picked up at the 10. And there's another flag on the field. They're saying going to be holding on the Renegades once again. 49. That's terrifying. Yeah. 2030. Can't believe we back then we considered that the future, but now it's becoming modern day. It's like we call 2025 modern the future, but now we're living in it. It's freaking crazy. Just a thing how much stuff has gone by. 4th and 30. Bringing them far back. Oh, is that roughing the kicker? That might be roughing the kicker. He might hit his plant leg. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep in track, but there's just so many damn penalties. Roughing the kicker. Yep. Automatic first down because it's roughing. Let's see. It's the plant leg. You want to look at the plant leg. It hit his plant leg. Don't know what you're trying to do there. It's Jerome Cap. Hey, who wants to hit with me in the laundromat, man? Because guess what? Now because when you try to block it, because you're trying to go for a decent field position, but Arlington gets the ball back. You blew that chance, Arlington. Arlington blew that chance. And that brought Arlington New Life, so first down, and that's only gain of 2. There's just so many penalties. It's not even a joke. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. I don't understand. Perez, he's going to run, and he will slide for a 1-yard gain. So many penalties. I don't even know how many penalties we have. I mean, St. Louis now has 4 now. Time is faster when you get to your 20s. Not wrong there. Here's 3rd down 7 for St. Louis. Delay of game. No, it's ugly. It's an ugly game. There's just so many penalties. So many penalties today. It's I don't know. Because the penalties right now, 11 penalties now for Arlington and 4 for St. Louis. So we have 15 combined penalties. 15. 10 for 65, 4 for 40. Cheese and rice. Cheese and rice. What the hell do you do from there? Third and 12. And another flag. Oh. Oh my God. I freaking can't, man. I freaking can't, man. He still refused to drink. Well, you just need to just drink responsibly. I really can't. 11 penalties. 3rd and 17. Perez dropping back. Goes for the run. Throws in the middle. He finally gets Burnett. Are they going to give him the first down? And they will. The UFL, the United Flag Football League. There you go. Yeah, that's a first down. His forward progress was behind the first down. And Arlington will call their timeout. Oh, this game's going to go freaking forever. This is going to be a long game. I'm sorry. How are we doing in the How are we doing in other sports worlds? Still a rain delay. God darn it. Halftime between the Rockets and the Warriors is 53-48. 53-48. Rockets over the Warriors. So hockey. Damn, 5-1. The Blues over the Jets, and they're in the third period. We might have another game 7 on the line. And also, I think tomorrow it's game 7 between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. And then I think on Sunday you're gonna get the Blues and the Jets. So, and that is the playoffs I like. The game that is win or go home. Those are my favorite types of playoff games. None of the best of 7. What matters is the last one. That's what matters to me. The game is on. The game is on. Seneca's the hardest trophies to win in sports. Well, yeah. Maybe not. I cannot be the one to say that. All right, we got 1st and 10 from the 44. Play action, Perez. He's going to dump this off to D.D. Hunter. Hunter's going to get a first down, past the 40, past the 35, past the 30. He'll be out of bounds around the 28-yard line. That's a great catch and run from D.D. Hunter. He's having himself a nice game. He's going to be the one that's going to be running the ball a lot now since Caleb Balaj is down and out. And D.D. Hunter has 41 yards. His longest was 26. They got 9 yards total for the Renegades. And Deontay Burnett dropped it. Damn. Just damn. Minute 30. Again, the Renegades with their slow, methodical drives, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. They're keeping St. Louis as long as they can on the field. Play action. Perez dumps it to Hunter again, and Hunter trying to shake it, but he will lose a yard. He will lose a yard. We might maybe do 1 or 2 more plays before we're going to head to the third quarter. And I forgot to change it to the third quarter, so I'm an idiot. Drop it back. Perez. And Perez throws it when he was getting his foot grabbed by Tamu Penu, but it was only good for a 1-yard gain. No, it's a long third quarter because there was just so many damn penalties. Like, golly. That's why that quarter took so damn long. Oh my gosh. All right. But the fourth quarter is here. So again, it's a sloppy one, yes, but second place is on the line. Second place is on the line. Who's going to be behind the defenders? Excuse me. To be honest, I just want to lay down because this game is going as long as it ended because of those penalties. Can you blame me though? Maybe. I can't really tell. We'll be getting an S word this game. What do you mean, yes word? Maybe, but I'm trying to keep it friendly here. I try to keep it friendly here. The shutout. You meant shutout? Depends if the friggin' Renegades are going to score. I mean, they're on the verge of scoring. It's just they got to do it. They could have. It would not have been a shutout if it wasn't for Juwan Winningham stepping out of bounds and legal touching the ball. And Bev getting angry. He's saying, "The F are we doing?" I say it won't happen now. I don't know. But fourth quarter, here we go. 9-0. -9 total yards in the first quarter. Such polarizing total yardage per quarter. It's crazy. So Lucas Hoverisic, 46 yards. Kick is up, and that kick, finally, it's good. 9-3, St. Louis. Freaking yay. No shutout. Oh, good. There's a guy that's on the there's a guy on the chat. He has he pulled up a picture of what is offense in football in his Google search. And then he commented, I think the Renegades forgot to download offense.exe. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Gary Jennings with a kick return, making moves, but he will be tackled at the 20, and there's yet another flag on the friggin' play. What in the freak? Yep, illegal block. Illegal block in the back. Max Dugan, 5 for 16, 79 yards, and the touchdown, 4 rushes for 51 yards. First and 10, Dugan. He's going to keep it to himself. He's going to try to run it, and he's going to get tackled awkwardly. And then it's Gene Harris with the tackle. That's a loss of 4 for Dugan. Yeah, right? Forget Seahawks Bears was the worst last season. It was the worst game I've ever saw last season. That game was so putrid. I'm not even kidding with that. Why are you trying to go for it again? I mean, he got some good amount of yardage, but that was risky of trying to run it again on your own. And now his shoulder pad is all messed up. Yeah, Ryan Grubb was bad. That was bad. Yeah, it was great that Dugan got the gain. Now you need the first down. Hmm. 35. Dugan dropping back, and that's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. And there's the fumble. He picks it up. I don't know why he didn't pounce on it, but he picked it up. That was 100% fumble. And it looks like it's been recovered by Summers. Jamar Summers with the recovery. I think that's a fumble. Let's take a look again. So he's dropping back. That's a fumble. That's 100% fumble. That's Taco Charlton with the hit. That's a fumble. Yeah, comes out right in contact. I think, yeah, that has to be Renegade ball. Because if you go slow motion, he was winding it up, and then right before his arm goes forward, the ball goes out. Wide receiver screen on 1st and 25. Oh, and yeah, Arlington gets the ball. Perez fires for the end zone. He dropped out. I thought he was about to immediately give that away. What the freak, Perez? This game is a freaking acid trip. Jeez Louise. What the freak is going on in this game? Should have been picked. Should have been picked. Second to go from the 10. Heading off to Devion Smith, and Devion Smith will get 2 yards on the play. Oh my gosh, they're in goal. What does Arlington do? Drop it back is Perez. He's gonna shake off a tackle. The hell were you throwing at? That has to be intentional grounding. That has to be intentional grounding. He was never outside the tackle box, and the ball never reached to the line of scrimmage. That has to be intentional grounding on Perez. So there's the pressure. He was throwing to nobody. What was he trying to throw it to? Where was he trying to throw it to? Oh my gosh. 26-yard attempt now for the Renegades. And that kick is good. 9-6. So Renegades got 2 quick scores. A touchdown would have been a lot better. Yeah, you're calling a wide receiver screen on 1st and 20. Taco Charlton. I just won a competent game. I thought this game was going to be competent. And watch like the Showboats and the Roughnecks become like a game of the freaking century. Just watch. Just freaking watch it. Oh my goodness. All I'm doing is just going through. I find this to be more entertaining than this game. I just saw a highlight of friggin' David Wilson of Virginia Tech just running around. He was a beast at Virginia Tech. Like, you want to check his highlights at Virginia Tech. He's a freaking beast. He was a freaking beast. Are the Braves still at the freaking delay? Finally. No rain delay. Do something. We're probably going to lose, but something. I don't know. So, 9-6, 11:45 remaining. They're St. Louis Blues. They are currently playing at home against the Winnipeg Jets. So, speaking of which, we might have to check on that game. So that's probably, I feel like the attendance is going to be low because the St. Louis Blues are playing. They're winning 5-2 with 8.5 minutes remaining until the game is over. And there's Blake Jackson, and he is going to get tackled. But Battlehawks defense is doing all right. It's just the offense is starting to look sloppy in the second half. It's only a matter of time where you can call good offenses. So we go first down and 10. Dugan hands off to Sailors. Sailors will pick up 4 on the run at the 37-yard line, and we got some grabbing, we got some pushing, we got some shoving. Oh my goodness, we're rough and tough. We're rough and tough in here. You're rough and toughing. Here we go. Second and 6. Darby in motion. Dugan's going to try to run, and he's not going to go anywhere. He will lose a yard on that. The Renegades just read that QB run like it was a book. Read it like. Third down 7. Drop it back. Dugan throws it to left hash. Blake Jackson breaks off a tackle, and he will get enough for the first down. That is the good news. He managed to stay up. He could go for the distance. Just happy that he broke off. He tripped him. I mean, the Renegade defender tripped him up, but it was enough for Blake Jackson to get the first down. That is definitely right. That is definitely good. That was their first down in the half for the Battlehawks. Sad. Hand out the Sailors going up the middle, and Sailors will get a gain of 8 on the field to the 47. And again, tomorrow we're going to do Memphis versus Houston for the UFL at noon tomorrow. So hopefully you guys got your clocks ready. Michigan's favored by 2.5. Okay then. Second down 3. Michigan's a good team, so it could be tricky. Dugan throws a check down, and he will get Denzel Mims, the former Jet, for the first down. So doing short passes, getting first downs, that's what you need. You have to throw to the sticks. Do what you can to throw at the sticks. All right, Dugan and shotgun. And then Dugan has to call a timeout because he did not like what he sees there. So timeout, Battlehawks. Timeout, Battlehawks. Not good. 8:24. Total yards, second half, 9 total yards. St. Louis gotta keep hold of that lead for the end of the game, or else they're gonna pull on Arlington. They're gonna pull the Renegades. When he comes to Sailors, he's gonna go outside and he will step out for several yards. So it'll be like 2nd down 7 probably. Yeah, Ryan Grubb. So bad. Second down 7. Handing out the Sailors, and Sailors dragging people with him, but he will be short of the sticks. So 3rd and 1 for St. Louis. And we're going to be halfway through the 4th quarter. All right. This is a crucial 3rd down for both teams. Play clock winding down. Sailors will go up the middle, and he gets instantly tackled. Wow. He gets instantly tackled. That was Miles Dorn, the safety, with the tackle. Ryan ate too many grubs from the African savannah from the Lion King. Ryan Grubhub. He's going to go for a long field goal here. This is a 48 yard. This is a 53 yarder for Rodrigo Blankenship. Kick is up, and it is good. Back to a 6-point contest. Ryan delivered too late. Rodrigo Blankenship is being phenomenal. Phenomenal. Hopefully he goes back with the UFL, with the NFL roster. That's why I'm always hoping for. All right, we're Rodrigo Blankenship. Ow. With my knee. I got a rock. A sub above. My humor is very dry. Yeah, man, my humor can be dry too. I'm not much of a comedian myself. I'm not making as much jokes and not getting as excited because I'm just starting to feel tired. Mainly because I don't know. I had a long day today. Long day at working as a teacher and other stuff. And I went out with my parents for dinner, and then I came back home. Only got an hour to relax. So, and then I'm doing this. So, I'm going to get myself a nice sleep. That's a dang sure. That's a dang sure. But yeah, so tomorrow we will do Showboats versus Roughnecks. Dun 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 dun. Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. All right, Renegades Renegades. What do you do? We'll take it from the 7 to the 6. And D.D. Hunter will be tackled around the 28 or the 29-yard line. Yeah, so again, the winner of this will take will face second. It's pretty much a place where who can keep up with DC. So the defense of St. Louis has to stand strong over Arlington. That's what has to happen. And here's D.D. Hunter, and Hunter goes right side on the right sideline, and he will be tackled for around a 6-yard gain. So that's a decent run for D.D. Hunter. Yeah, so so you have 6 points. You're down by 6, so a touchdown will tie it. Excuse me. 100 rushing yards for the Battlehawks, 55 for Renegades. He knows Hunter again, going up the middle. He finds some good running room, and he will be tackled at midfield. 5.5 minutes, clock ticking down for the Renegades. That was a really nice run from D.D. Hunter. Just good blocking up the middle. Everybody was stuck their blocks. It will be Quinterio Cole that will be the first one to stop him. And here comes the slant again. That's Devontae Payne. It's the same slant pass. Oh, but he fumbled the ball. Hawks recovered it. He really fumbled before he touched the ground. Are you freaking kidding me, Arlington? Are you freaking serious? Perez wants him to be down, but we need to check the replay. Oh my God, Arlington, you are freaking, you're just throwing it away. You're throwing it away. Quinterio Cole with the fumble, shoulder pad to the ball. That's a fumble. Oh, Arlington, did that game against DC really affect you guys that much? I'm just saying. No way in hell will that affect them that much. And Arlington calls their timeout. So now both teams have one timeout. But that's 100% fumble. The ball popped loose before it even touched us. That's 100% fumble thanks to Quinterio Cole. And then it was Nick Whiteside. Nick Whiteside with a recovery. Just right on the ball. And Devontae Payne, it was a good run, but he just needs to protect the ball better. He needs to protect the ball quick. 3 turnovers for the Renegades. That's just not ideal. Hand off to Sailors. And Sailors breaking off tackles, and he will get a 4-yard gain. 4-yard gain. The Battlehawks, we're going to reach the 4.5 minutes remaining. Battlehawks defense coming to play today. I feel like the last 2 minutes will decide everything. 2nd and 7. Handing off to Sailors up in the middle. Gets a gain of 3 on the field, so it will be 3rd and 4. 4 minutes remaining on the play. Perez has to come up with some sort of game plan, and the coaching staff of how you can execute the final drive, because there might be a chance we could go overtime. 3 for 11 on 3rd down conversions. Oh my goodness. Dugan dropping back. Oh, batted down. I think that was Donald Payne with the bat down. If that was a batted down, that could have been a first down from Jacob Sailors. So well played defensively for the Renegades. Boop. And that would have been picked up by Payne. Pressured by Willie Taylor. He's having himself a nice day. Would have been a pick. But still, great play from Donald Payne. And here we go with 4th and 3. Ball punted up. Taking it from the 25. And he'll be tackled at the 28. And we have 2:53 remaining. 2:53 in the 4th. And Dodgers beat the Braves. Of course they did. Mm-hmm. All right. Renegades. What is your goal? $2.53. My. Arlington, Texas. In case you're confused with Arlington, Virginia. The American Dream City. Oh, wow. So for the first time, wow. So 26,684 fans showed up, and the Cardinals and the Blues were in town. So still rather impressive. Still rather impressive, if I say so for myself. Here comes Perez, going to hand it off to Didi Hunter, and Hunter gets a 7-yard gain on the right hash. St. Louis was it 26,000, 684. Then You have Houston. You have Michigan. And that's another good run, and that's going to be enough for the first down. That's Hunter again. You got to get credit to Hunter. You got to get credit to Hunter. Yeah, so all the home games, the rest of the home games are from the USFL conference. And we have finally reached the 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning. And I'm just so out of it. All right. I'm gonna have the flyer up and ready for the depth chart for the Showboats and the Roughnecks ready for next week. But we gotta wrap up this game first. Tyler Davis is still inactive, so there's that. PJ Hall is out for the Showboats. Damon Arnett is inactive for the Houston Roughnecks, so there you go. All right, this is mainly the Renegades' last chance to score a touchdown to force overtime or take the lead. Down by 6, so they just need an extra point. A missed field goal, 3 turnovers, 11 penalties. This is a lot of mistakes to the Renegades. And only 24 second half, so this has been a sloppy second half for both teams. Very sloppy. But first and 10, 39. Empty backfield for Perez. 1 timeout remaining. Perez. He's going to try to run that ball, and he fumbled the ball. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's Chris Garrett with a recovery. And it's Tamu Penu for the second time. Strip sack. And that's Chris Garrett with a recovery. That could be the nail in the coffin right there. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Jacob says they're going to try to run up the middle, and he's carrying him. You might get a first down from here, and he friggin' does. Yeah, I think that's game. That's friggin' game, I think. Did that really affect them so much? Yeah, final timeout. Man. So bad. 27-12 lead really affect them that much. And you're just gonna keep me kneel every time. But damn. Did that loss against DC affect them that much? Did it really affect them that much? Like, what the freak? You see you next week. Hey, yeah, see you, Tugboat. Catch me tomorrow at noon between the Showboats and the Roughnecks. If you're not busy. Hope you guys have yourself a great night. So we're gonna wait until Renegades. Yeah, and they have to face Michigan next week. And that is not an easy matchup too. So Renegades might catch themselves slacking again. They might catch themselves slacking again. Because who do Renegades play for the remainder of the season? So they play Panthers. Then they travel to DC. Then go to Memphis, and then Brahmas. St. Louis will go 4-2 officially, and the Renegades will fall to 3. Will fall to 3-3. So that means that both teams are tied conference, not only to each other, but also conference play. So the conference games that they will have will matter a lot. So, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Showboats and the Roughnecks. Have yourself a great rest of your night, everybody.